Hey everybody, I'm Odin and today we're going to be playing the Bloodline. So this is an open world RPG with a surprising amount of stuff to do even at its very early state. There was an update today and I had some old saves and I could save them, which was really cool. Like you could basically migrate them over to this latest version. But I'm going to start anew here for a series basically. And I've probably put about, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours into the game so far and I'm still finding new stuff as I go along. And let's just get into it. So, new game, we'll call it Odin. Alright, so this is essentially our keep, our home base, uh, which we'll work to repair. And there's also a village outside of it, which we can work to rebuild, and people will move into the village and offer services and things like that. It's pretty cool, actually. Let's go ahead and let's just go with this right here. I don't really care too much about the hairstyle. It's a little more modest, right? We'll just go with that. Okay, that'll do. And we will create the character. Alright, so the Bloodline is an open-ended experience where you create the character that you want to play as. There are hundreds upon hundreds of spells and skills, I can vouch for that, to unlock, allowing you to craft the exact class you have in mind. So nearly every action you do is rewarded to cater to everyone's playstyle. You want to just craft weapons and build your village? Go for it. Want to avoid crafting altogether and focus on melee combat? No worries. Play the way you want to play. Alright, and so they tell you here that it's mostly an open world playground where you can roam freely, but there are a bunch of quests too. So, here we are. Alright, so it's going to give us our little tutorial here. We're going to talk to Frederick Woodkin, the armorer. Good morning, Harbinger. Here's your uniform, freshly washed. After you're done getting dressed, my father requested that you meet him down near the armory to begin today's training. Understood. Thanks, Frederick. Alright, so before you go, I could give you a general overview on the controls. I'll handle that. Thank you. Alright, so just taking a quick look around the place here. Alright, not too shabby. One thing I really enjoy about the game is that your skills level up as you use them. I don't know why, but I am a sucker for that mechanic. I love it. Alright, so let's head downstairs here. Alright. Who is this dude? Right, the historian Clayton Barrett. Alright, what is it you do around here? While my title says that I'm the Stronghold Mage and Advisor, my duties as of late have been limited. More of a historian now. Why? So as your advisor, it's up to me to provide you with the best plan of action in any situation that might arise. And since we have no idea when or where the Unforgiven will return, and the Unforgiven are the bad guys, it's up to me to study all that remains of your ancestral texts to find some sort of pattern. Despite you not having any sort of vision regarding another return of the Unforgiven, I still believe it's necessary to be prepared in all ways possible just in case. And so if I ask them who they are, he tells us that they were once elves, but they rose up against the old gods, killed one of them, and then the world was purged of these elves and they were banished to the Unforgiven realm. Right? Nobody really knows what the nature of that realm is. So that gives you a little bit of the flavor of the lore there. And we have leveled up. Alright, so when we level up, if we hit tab here, we go up here to the level up button. And we're going to get to spend some skill points in one of three ways. Fortitude, wisdom, or strength. Basically, increase your health, increase your mana, or increase your stamina. I find stamina to be, well, what I really need. I'm usually doing melee stuff, but you can have both melee and ranged weapons going. So I'm going to put 1 point here into stamina and 1 into health for now. And then also, if we hit tab, we can go to the skill trees here. And you can, oh, the tech tree is here. That was not here prior to today's update. That's cool. So melee is where we'll start. In my earlier playthroughs, I was mainly using one-handed weapons, which was cool, but I picked up a two-handed weapon at one point, and it was sweet. So I think that's what I want to try for this playthrough here. So we do have a skill point to spend here as well. And so this line going through here means we already own this, by the way. So we have Heavy Sweep. Swing your weapon horizontally in front of you, dealing triple weapon damage. Has a chance to cause bleed as well. That's cool. Leaping Smash. That's interesting. We could go with Cataclysmic Split. Swing your weapon downwards, dealing significant damage. Cleaves or slams enemies. And Brute Force, an upward swing with a slight wind-up causes cleave or slam. That's interesting. Has a chance to ragdoll enemies. Speaking of ragdolling, there's also a grappling hook, which just so happens to be the greatest part of this game. But we'll get to that. I kind of like the idea of this leaping smash, doing the radial attack when you hit the ground. Oh, I have to put the point into this one. I thought that meant you already owned it. I had it backwards. Okay, these are the ones you don't own. Okay, okay. So anyway, we have heavy sweep. That's great. So, we can press K. Let's go to the skill book here. Move this down here to 1. You can switch between your hotkeys here with control, left control. Alright, Thomas Dornscheit, the artificer. I almost said I can't even speak right now. Artificer. Anyway. Alright. So he's doing some research. He's trying to make a companion to help him in the shop. Just a small bot that can help retrieve tools, parts, and the like. And he will accept our help. He needs some things. So he needs a magnifying lens. And the nearest place to get that would be from Gearbeard's shop in Elder Glen. And he's going to give us the money. Other than that, I need a few bits of copper ore. 6 copper ore should do the trick. Alright. So we can go here to our journal and see this quest now. Alright. So let's just make sure we talk to everybody here. This is the groundskeeper. What's wrong? Basically, he lost his hat, and I will agree to go get it for him. It's a very MMO-style quest. I don't mind it. I don't mind the short little quests every now and again. The Harbinger's right hand. Alright, what is it? Let me tell you a quick story. Get to the point. They're losing faith in my bloodline. We must take action against the unforgiven. Alright, train, fight, explore, help people. Before that, we must test your mettle. Now's the perfect time to see how you handle yourself in a fight. A small band of goblins has set up a camp just outside of our stronghold. Alright, I would like a greatsword. Thank you very much. Alright, so we're going to need to equip this thing. And the rest of our armor. That would be a good idea too. So I'm just right-clicking and then choosing equip here. Alright, so you can scroll mouse wheel up to go to your equipped melee weapon, and mouse scroll down to get to a ranged one if you have that ranged one equipped in this slot right here, which is pretty cool. And you can use T to put the weapon away, although that did not take it away. Let's hold it down. Okay, that seems to do it. Alright. Alright, here's our blacksmith guy. And he'll do a mining and smelting tutorial. And that'll be a quest line, so that's cool. Alright, so, you want to try your hand at mining. You've come to the right man. You can find mining outcrops just about everywhere during your travels, but you gotta know where to look. And they're usually near hillsides or exposed rock. And the harder it is to get to a place, the better quality materials you're going to see, or better rarity. Alright, so quick start jobs. Look for coal. Alright, I'd suggest going to Parford Lake. There's a nice rocky area there that has plenty of outcrops. So we're going to get 5 coal for him. So we're just, of course, stocking up on quests here. Alright, Quartermaster. I want to restore the stronghold to its former glory. Alright. And basically he's going to tell us that just outside the walls of the castle there was a village, but it's basically not there now, so we need to restore it. And you just rebuild the plots. And we'll see that in just a moment. And then this here is a place to craft potions. Over there we can cook here at the oven. Alright, feeling peckish? Yes, I am. Alright, how about a honey glazed ham? Of course. Alright, so I am interested in learning cooking. So let's start with a basic stew. He gives us the ingredients: cabbage, potato, and carrot. And then he just tells us to use the oven behind him. Alright, go over here. Alright, so we're going to put the cabbage, the potato, and the carrot in here. And hit cook. And there's the recipe right there. And there's our stew. Alright, I did it. Okay. And now he says, now you can auto-cook that recipe. So that's cool. And then tells us to experiment with ingredients. And he says, take this wheat, turn it into a loaf of bread. And a bread is going to require 4 flour. So if you go over here, and we put 2 wheat in here. I think it's 2, right? Is that? I think that's right. Cooked should turn into flour. Yeah, there we go. So if we click on flour, whoops, that's not the way to do it. If we go over here to flour, well, we don't have auto cook, do we? All right. Oh yeah, well, it's not there yet, but it put those 2 items in there for us. Hit flour again. All right, so now we have 4 flour, and that of course means we can make a loaf of bread. Sweet. Alright, I figured it out. I got some XP and some gold. Alright. Also, speaking of crafting stations, there's the smelter right here, and then an anvil as well to make weapons and armor. Alright, so this dude's hat is up there. And we still gotta talk to this guy. You need any help around here? Yes, lots of goblin mold has been growing along the castle walls. I could get rid of it. Alright. Alright, so let's get the dude's hat. And we ran a total of 300 meters. Got ourselves an achievement. Alright. Trying to remember where I had to go to do this. Is it up here? I think I'm on the wrong side. Yeah. Alright, running is increased. Oh no. Oh, I almost missed it. Oh my goodness. Alright. Now, that's how I first did that, but you could probably also use the grappling hook, I would think. Which is F. Let me see. I never tried it. It actually won't attach to that wall. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so we got the dude's hat. That was this guy. Here's your hat. Thank you, Harbinger. And we leveled up. I don't want to keep it. You can take it. Alright. Okay, so, go to our level up here. Alright, this time I'm just going to put 2 points into stamina. And go to our skill tree. Go to 2-handed weapons, and now let's go with that leaping smash. Very much like the sound of that. Okay, so let's deal with this goblin mold, this fungus. We could also do, we could fish first. Just learn about that. Well, then we got this first, actually. The world of the Bloodline is split into 2 perspectives. The one you're currently in, character perspective, and overworld, top-down perspective. You can enter the overworld at any time by using the radial menu, which is tab, and then selecting the map icon at the bottom. For a more immersive experience, you can also walk to the area's bounds, where you'll be prompted to leave the area and enter the overworld. So what they're talking about here is, when you hit tab, you go to overworld, and after this loading screen, we'll see a Mountain Blade style overworld here. Right? And so, basically, these names that are in white, the font is white, these are places you can explore. If you middle mouse button on them, it'll show you this, basically the boundaries of it. So if you travel on the overworld into that circle, you can then set up camp and go into first person. Otherwise, you're going to be on the overworld map in between these places. And these are towns, or villages, whenever it's yellow, and then this is your home place, which is blue. But I'm going to go back into here, and it's going to say press E to enter the stronghold. Alright, it is getting late. We should be alright. Let's find enemy. Okay, so it's going to give you this every time you go through here. I was wondering if there was going to be a way to turn that off. Alright, here is the goblin mold. So we're getting foraging XP as we do this. Whoa, I'm being attacked. Alright. Oh, there's 3 of them. Alright, so I'm going to use this grappling hook to ragdoll these guys. I'm trying to get this guy here. There we go. Alright, I'm going to use this leap slam thing here. Or it didn't work. There we go. Oh, man. Alright, so that was unexpected. Was not ready to talk about the combat there, but they thrust it upon me. But basically, there's going to be like a yellow diamond kind of icon on an enemy's body, and that if you hit that place, it's going to be a crit. Also, I was hitting them with the pressing F, the grappling hook, and so you can basically ragdoll smaller enemies. There's many enemies that you can't affect with the grappling hook, but it's hilarious. Also, you can press C to go into slow motion, but I forgot it in my panic in that fight a second ago. Alright. So we've got enough of this goblin mold to complete the quest, but I might as well just keep grabbing them so we can increase our foraging level. Alright, oh, more enemies. Alright, ragdoll you. Yeah, the beautiful thing is the environmental damage when you ragdoll them. When they hit the ground or a wall or a ceiling, it does damage. Alright, and if they drop something, you don't have to loot their bodies. It will go into your inventory. Otherwise, there will be like a glowing white orb by a body, and you interact with that to pick up some piece of loot. I don't know why some are like that and other things are not, but ultimately you do not loot the bodies, is my point. Alright, so let's head back here. Okay, all right, let's turn this quest in. Put this sword away. Be a bit too menacing to be talking to these people with that weapon out. Alright, were you the guy? Yes, here's the tin goblin. That's the stuff. Nicely done. Alright, that's going to keep the goblins away from our gates, so that's nice. Running increased to 4. Alright, the sun appears to be coming up soon. It's brightening up around here. Alright, so here's how you fish. You just put the mouse over some of these ripples, press E, and basically I can explain this. You click when the fish is on the green bar. That's all you gotta do. There we go. Gray mini trout. Excellent. Alright, so as far as I know, I can't just go right back and fish that same spot. It's not going to come up. So I think it probably respawns when you leave a map and come back, but I don't know for sure. So here's the decimated village. Alright, hello Harbinger, I hope you're well. What can I do to help out? I'd hate to bother you with mundane chores, however, if you're interested, Stronghold could do with some more decorations. And she says, yeah, I can give you a beginner's course. Alright, you'll need some materials to construct decorations. Take these logs. You can use them to construct stick fences. Place them wherever you like. You should have enough logs there for at least 5 fences. Return to me when you've built 5 stick fences. Remember, the entire area out in front of the stronghold is yours to decorate. Alright, so they tell us to use tab to go to crafting here. And we're going to mouse scroll down to fences and walls. And scroll down to fence. I'm waiting for that tip. You know, let me press E. There we go. Select that. Whoops! Did I place a fence somewhere? I don't see it. Hold on. Maybe I need to put this away. I feel like we tried to build something and it failed. Let's try this again. All right. Yeah, I think it has to be here, like this. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It looks like it can snap. I don't know exactly how you get it to... I guess you put it here at the beginning. Okay. Interesting. Cool. There we go. I think I put 6 down, but whatever. Alright, I built the fences. Great work. Decorations like that will attract people to your village. Depending on the kind of decoration you place, it will increase the chances for certain people to visit. Yeah, so she says if you place lots of engineer-themed items, it's more likely that dwarves and artificers, why can't I say that today? Come and visit. If you construct items like graves and tombs, I'm sure that'll attract ghostly visitors and dark magic users. Ooh. If you're interested in making more progress, I could help guide you through constructing your first building. Yeah. Alright. So she wants us to build a bakery, but first we have to name our village. I'm going to keep the name. She's happy with that. Alright, let's go with a bakery. Just some pine wood, stone, and some wheat to get the bakers started. Head out into the area in front of the stronghold. There are plenty of open plots. And approach one of the signs and choose bakery. And then once I've started the construction, I come back to her. So we're just going to go to this first plot right here. Alright, so this says Wizard Tower, but that's not what we want. So we're going to go over here to... Where is Baker? Is it right in front of me and I don't see it? Oh, there it is. Alright, the baker provides you with a source of endless, delicious bread. It attracts more visitors to your village, increasing your weekly profits. So these things aren't available yet, but the baker merchant will be available. Those are the resources we need. Begin construction. Alright, so now we go back over here. Alright, about the bakery, I've started the construction. Alright, so you'll need 75 pine logs, 25 stone, and 50 wheat. I'll help you with some of the resources. Here, take all of this. It should get you most of the way there. You'll just need 30 more logs, 10 more stone, and 15 more wheat. So we look at our inventory here. These are the items we were given. Go back to the sign. Go ahead and deposit everything we got here. I don't know that there's any quicker way of doing this. I'm just holding down the left mouse button. Alright. Okay, so we were told to go to Parford Lake. So if we go here and go to... Oh, I forgot we leveled up. Let's take care of that first. Alright, this time I'm going to put 1 more into stamina and 1 into health. And, let's see. Two-handed weapons again. What is this? Wide slash, a massively powerful strike that has a long wind-up, deals quintuple weapon damage. I kind of want to try this cataclysmic split. So we're gonna learn that one. Those fights, things were happening so quickly I couldn't even really mess with the with the skills. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go to the overworld. Alright, so we have to go to Elder Glen, and we also have to go to Parford Lake. At Parford Lake, we're going to find the pull. Now, the goblins, I don't know where they are. I don't remember if they're actually on this map. Let me see. Let me look at the journal. Alright, he asked me to eliminate the band of goblins that have holed up just beyond the moat. Just beyond the moat. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, that is going to be here. In this area. I mean, we fought some goblins. But that must not have been what the ones we... Yeah, okay, so this is where we need to go. That's right. Let's get this sword out. Also going to hit you real quick to get a quick save, which I just remembered. Alright, you can see the goblins now. Alright, we're gonna ragdoll one of them here. Bring them to us. Let's use these skills here. Ooh, that was our first skill. Here's the slam. And then the seismic split. Not bad. So like I said, I can press C and go into slow motion here. So it's a little easier to aim at those crit spots. Hit C again to turn it off. Alright, so we took care of that problem. Doesn't appear to be anything else for us. Put the sword away. Yeah, the two-handed weapons are quite nice. Obviously, they're a little slow, but they do a lot of damage. When I was using the one-handed swords, sometimes it felt like it takes so many strikes to kill an enemy. That's not a problem with the two-handed swords. Alright, so I just ran out of stamina. That's refilling now. It's up there on the top left, the white line, the bottommost one. And then you have your mana and then your health above that. And your experience is that radial bar around your, where it says 4, my level. Alright, let's turn this in here. Alright, yes, we took care of the goblins. Ready to head out on your own then. What do I do now? Make the pilgrimage to the steps of Esros. Alright, basically it's a rite of passage. Where are they? They overlook the Elder Glen Woods just north of here. Alright, so take Ferguson. He may not be the most noble steed, but it beats walking. Okay, I'd never had a mount before. Was this just added now? That is amazing. Ferguson, alright. Maybe he said that in my previous playthrough and I just didn't register. Now, where do you find it though? That's my question, because like this is the stable, but it's not constructed yet. So I don't know if you have to like build it before you get access to Ferguson. I don't know. That's weird. Are you Ferguson? Who are you, my friend? I guess not. I'm just standing on top of the horse here. That's interesting. Maybe he said that before and I just didn't notice and it's not there yet. I don't know. And we'll actually end right there on that mystery. That's going to be the end of this first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you all next time.